Welcome back to Urgent Update. I am your hostess, Minti Varieties, Season 9 winner of Drag Survivor, and we are here to spill all the tea on Season 10. I am being joined with the legend, the icon, the musical girl herself, your head judge this season for Drag Survivor, Miss Daisy Bouquet!
It's me!
Woo! Jazz hands. Welcome, Daisy.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so happy to dish.
I'm ready for you to dish with me, honey. So how have you felt overall about this season of Drag Survivor?
It's been great. I actually think this season, I did last year's, and last year, you know, there's more memories being made with this season.
I absolutely agree.
I feel like if you were to ask me to compare the two, I really remember a lot more of this season than I do last year.
I agree.
No offense to previous contestants.
I mean, do you at least remember the winner?
Who was it?
It was me.
Yeah, it was.
We supposed to be spilling tea on them, not me. Oh my gosh. So we are now at the top 5. Now, Daisy, it was not. Come on now.
No, I know. You were great.
We're going to be spilling the tea on the top 5 this week, okay?
Yeah.
So we are down. It's been dwindled down. And I feel like with this top 5, the competition has really got me on the tips of my seats. That's where I'm at. I feel like from the rest of the season, it kind of was I could see emotion of how it could go. But now I was really stumped and I was really excited to see how these people finally compete with each other. You know what I mean?
Totally. When this season started, we had 16 contestants, and I remember saying the very first night, half of you could go home tonight. And I can tell you that of the top 5, those were probably in the other half that I would have expected to be where they are now.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see them battle it out. So this week's theme was musical week. So they had to call the baddest bitch, hey, and get some things orchestrated. So what did you have all the survivors do?
I was tasked with writing the show. Mm-hmm. And I sort of based the formula off of last year's musical Monday that we did, but we were top 6 last year when you guys did it.
Yeah.
And I knew that there had to be a group opener, a group closer, and then everybody paired off into duets. But since we only have 5 people, I was like, okay, how do we make this interesting? Okay, we can have a duet and a trio. But I let them decide
what they wanted to do
and who was teaming up with who. Mm-hmm. That was all on their own. I gave them a list of duets. I gave them a list of trios. And I said, these are just suggestions. If you have other ideas, go with it, run with it, that's fine. The group number and the group closer, I did assign. Mm-hmm. But it was theirs to choreograph and block and orchestrate, which they did amazingly.
Yeah, and then they got to choose their solos.
And that's what the judges scored off of. Oh. The scoring was only based off of the solos. We did give an award for best overall performance, and that person won a paid spot in my musical Monday show.
Ooh, so there was 2 prizes given out for the night, honey.
Yeah,
for the winner and for the, what did you say?
Best overall.
Okay.
Meaning we saw how they performed in the scenes and in the group stuff and the duet and trios, and so.
But now we're going to talk about the top 5 and how you feel about their numbers and their trio and just basically how they did overall throughout the night. And I usually give out variety stars. And you can just give them out about how you feel.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So are we starting in...
We can start with this order. We're going to start with Miss Judy V.
Judy V.
Honey. So how do you feel about Judy for the musical night?
Judy was overall very good.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up in the bottom 3. And
we wait for that.
Why can't we just jump ahead? I want to get right to the meat and potatoes of it. Judy V's solo was Sweet Transvestite from the Rocky Horror Show. She sang live, which I even said to the contestants the previous week. I said, it's musical Monday night. Just because you can sing doesn't mean you have to.
True.
And I was actually very surprised to see how many people sang live. And
would you have preferred not to see them sing live, or
no? If they can do it, I think that's great. Mm-hmm. But I think there was a contestant earlier on in the season who sang, and it was what put them on the chopping block.
Honey. Who's that?
Am I allowed to say?
Oh.
Vilma.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she did it was the space theme, and she sang a David Bowie song, and it did not work out in her favor.
Girl, I said it too in the video, but I'm scared of her. Did you see what she did to Family Dollar? No, she like has witch powers. I'll send it to you later.
I'm sure she does. I love her.
I love it. Exactly. Because I'm trying to spare my house too. We love her.
But Judy's number was interesting. She had 2 backup dancers with big feather fans. And
we've seen these backup dancers as a duo, right? Before?
I think so. I think we have. They were great. They
got booked
well.
as a duo, honey. They was being booked, honey.
They were used very well. She stuck with the frame of the number as people know it, and I feel like if you're going to do a musical number, especially in the queer community that is so iconic, you have to either make it your own or you really have to nail every moment of it. And there were a lot of missed moments. It felt a little uncoordinated.
Yeah,
and there was
especially with the grabbing the randoms from the audience that was scared.
There were 2 people she pulled up, and they were adorable, but it was clear like they didn't quite know Rocky Horror, I guess. And so they were just kind of standing there milling about, and it was a little distracting.
Yeah, she should have had some plants.
Yeah, plants would have worked fine. Nobody would have been mad about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that her reveal of her costume was just a little poorly executed because she had a robe that didn't tear away or zip all the way off, or a cape.
She stepped out
of
it.
It was a zipper thing that then she pulled down and stepped out of.
Mm-hmm.
And
get out of that already.
Yeah, so we knew the reveal was coming.
You've talked about that this season. You don't like that.
Like what?
Like you want the reveal to be over.
No. I want if you're going to do a reveal, I want the reveal has to be well timed and executed. Mm-hmm. You could wait to do that reveal until the final moments of the song. Mm-hmm. Don't let me know that it's coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you want when the reveal has started, you want it to be revealed. Yeah. Not I'm revealing this now and
and with that song with Sweet Transvestite, you know there's going to be the reveal. Mm-hmm. I'm just a sweet then it's like boom,
pow wow wow,
and it was just sort of like still stepping out of it while trying to sing. And you've got a microphone in your hand, and there's a lot of elements going on.
I thought she was gonna trip out of it. I was scared. So that.
But she sounded great.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And she looked great. Mm-hmm. So.
And the dancers were great. So star rated.
Yeah. Star rated. Wait, how many stars do we do?
5.
5 since we.
So usually
5 finalists.
It's usually 2 for entertainment, 2 for concept, and 1 for look.
2, 2, 1. 3. 2.5.
Oh yeah,
I'm falling in the middle on it.
Okay, then 2.5 will work, honey. Baby, we be giving out all types of random shit, honey. Yeah. I might give away one of your jewels on your necklace.
Well, here you go.
Thank you. So yes, I think for me, I would probably give Judy. I would give Judy overall probably 4 stars. I'll give Judy 3 stars. I thought I was gonna come in and give everybody 5 stars.
I love that she was generous, and then she said, "No,
I'm gonna take
away 1."
Well, I had to overall it in my head because I'm also rating the opening and closing and just
true. Yeah.
So they're just but that's just overall in my head. So yeah I'm gonna say 3. 3 stars for Judy from me and
2.5.
From Miss Daisy Bouquet. Okay, we're going to move into our next survivor. We have Miss Annalie Duché.
Oh, Annalie Duché.
What's on the line?
Her number was, she did the song You Stupid Bitch from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, the CW show, musical show, which I thought was a great choice. I knew the song. I don't know how many people in the room knew the song. So she was taking a risk by doing something that was a little niche. Now, I sent out a PDF.
Oh, I remember what it looked like.
I gave them a thing that gave them a breakdown, and I gave them some suggestions on things. But I said
some good suggestions, too. Like I feel like you probably added some for everybody and then added some overall,
Not for solos, but I did say overall lean into big Broadway blockbuster hits. We didn't get Wicked, we didn't get Hairspray, we didn't get Rent, we didn't get Mamma Mia. We got like none of the big musicals that most people know, like Grease and those.
But would you like that?
It doesn't matter. I actually loved.
Because literally all the ones you just named was literally all the ones that was done in my season.
Which I know, and that's why I picked what I picked for their groups, because I didn't want to see another group number of Cell Block Tango.
Honey,
you know?
yeah.
But I actually really appreciated that they all went in different directions with their musical choices. Mm-hmm. So I commend Annalie for that, choosing that number. I think because it was a little niche, it was hard to understand the why.
Right.
And I did, you know, I contextualized the script and stuff, but that's really not even the point of the. It's just to get us from song to song, right?
And she kind of just did. Do you feel like it could have been a little deeper? You could have felt like a little bit more from it, or she just came out and just did it.
I would say it was a very safe performance.
Mm-hmm. She just came out and did it.
It was
good.
It was a cute look. I loved the use of the big mirrors, but that was the thing. She was the simple part of it. It was everything else going around her that we were watching, and it was the razzle dazzle of it. It's like, look what I'm doing here, so you can't quite focus on me the whole time.
It's like,
and she has a tell. When she doesn't know a lyric, she spins.
And she was spinning, huh?
She did a few spins. And it was like at the top of the song, too, because the song has a little bit of piano moment, and then the vocals start. Mm-hmm. And she did a spin in that moment because you don't know exactly when that vocal is going to hit. Yeah.
See, when you do a deep cut that a bitch know, honey, she was watching you, honey. She was watching. So how would you star rate it then?
Well, I mean, she was pretty clever in some other stuff too.
Yeah. Also, to go back to Judy V, I do like how she read the script. I thought she was fun with her script reading.
Yes.
Fast back forward to here.
and I think Annalie was pretty good on the script too. She I gave them all a little pep talk right before the show started, and I feel like they listened.
Some of them didn't state the little kid that was supposed to be auditioning. Some of them did.
Yeah. Well, and that was part of the vibe too. In those scripts, I tell them, you know, it's all high energy, it's fast, it's just to keep us moving. So the more over the top you play it, the less of you we see, the more it's going to move around and feel fun. Yeah. I think Annalie did really well on that too. Mm-hmm. I don't. Let's see. I gave Judy 2.5.
Right. You better grade off your first judge.
I know. And the thing is, I kind of put her in the same ballpark because because when it comes down to the solos, I wasn't underwhelmed. I wasn't wildly impressed. I was whelmed.
Right.
So it falls in the middle for me. I think I'm going to do another 2.5.
Okay. And I think I'm going to do a 2.5 with you this week.
Yeah.
Wow. I must have been drunk that night. No, because I thought at the end of the night, I was like, I'm just going to give everybody 5 stars. But now that we're reminiscing,
I'll talk you through it.
Thank you. And I love having a guest like that, honey, because take me with you. Take me on this ride. Let's move into our next survivor. We have Miss Lammy Boots.
Lammy Boots.
Yes.
She came through this week.
Yeah.
That was great.
So
and I will say that I thought that the previous week for the roast, she wasn't her best. Mm-hmm. And I think she took some notes to heart, and I saw that in the performance and in the work.
And she felt like this was a kick in the ass because she started because I went to some of the rehearsals. I was on the scene, baby. I'm a news reporter. I was like ducking behind bushes. But anyway, no, she was like saying that she felt like this was in everybody's wheelhouse. So she was like really pushing herself to judge it up and have
I wouldn't have even
really
thought that.
I thought that too.
I thought it was totally in her wheelhouse. Mm-hmm. I don't know why she thinks otherwise. But the Heathers number that she did with Siren.
Yes.
That was right out the gate after their group number. And
it was sickening.
Stunning look. Absolutely stole the show. It stopped the show right at the beginning.
She she did so good in that number, and I knew her character. Mm-hmm. And it was camp for her. It was fun. She camped it up the whole time. She was in it the whole time. Yeah, it was funny.
It was very funny, and that look was great. And then her look for her solo, she did Memory from Cats. Mm-hmm. And when I had everybody's music, I knew that she had to be like one of the last solos to go, because that number is essentially, for people in the theater world, the 11 o'clock number, which means that is the number that's going to bring the house down, but where we get the emotions of an artist. And she was she was feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was feeling it to the point that I was like, oh, I might get choked up, actually.
Right.
So I really liked.
She knows her wheelhouse. She knows she has a very powerful performance.
Yeah.
And she does, like, when she goes out there and do a good, powerful performance and leans into that, it eats every time.
Yeah. I feel like she could. Less is more.
Mm-hmm.
And
it does not always have to be all the ginger cow.
Exactly. And that's what we got more of in her duet, of the Heathers duet.
Yes, it showed both scales.
And it showed both, yeah. She gave us a range, and that's really what the whole musical was about. I like that. I wanted to see the whole scope of what an artist can do in one musical, and she did that.
You felt different characters from it when she was playing different characters.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes, Mama. So how would you start rate her 9?
I would give her a 4.
I think I would give her a 4 too because, yeah, I liked her Cats number. I liked it all, so I would say 4 too. I just say where it lacks for me was just I do miss a little boom chapow wow. But it still gave me the emotion.
Well, that was the thing. Like, she could have done a number. Nobody did anything from 6, the musical, which is very hot and very, like, pop music. Mm-hmm. You can turn it out. I know that one of the other judges didn't care for the memory number. But I don't think she was looking at the whole scope of the show overall to understand why that number was happening when it was happening.
Right.
So I commend Lammy for what she did.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was great. So 4 stars for Miss Lammy from the both of us. Okay. We're going to move into our next survivor. We have Miss Nixie Luck.
Nixie Luck was a standout. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Where do we start? Where do we start? Her. I don't even. Oh, I when she came out in the group. You want to fight me?
I don't know.
Well,
why hasn't Nixie gotten a win?
Why hasn't she gotten a win? She was so close to the win. But we can't talk about that. That's at the end.
Yes. It's just something about Nixie, like
she executed flawlessly beginning to end.
Yes,
in the group numbers, especially in the Hard Knock Life Annie number at the top, fantastic. Her solo, which another niche musical choice.
Mm-hmm.
She did.
And she played it with her.
She did Noelle's Lament from Ride the Cyclone. But if anybody knows the song, it's very much in that vein of Mine Hair. I Can't Do It Alone from Chicago Cabaret. It's that. And her look was that.
Yes.
And she changed wigs on stage. She had her dancer, Dalton, was used perfectly.
Yes. The chair. She worked that chair. She
was doing the Liza Minnelli legs on the chair while singing with her head back. And
it was fabulous.
It was a full
And she didn't sound bad at not one point to me.
Nope.
She was clear the whole time.
Yep.
She took me in. I'm not a musical girly that bad. Like, I don't be out in the judge like that. But she took me into it, and I was with her.
Listen, I always give mad props for anybody that can sing while on their back with their legs spiraling, because that is some core workout stuff right there.
Nixie is just.
I know exactly. I've done some shit like that. Yeah, that was great.
Nay.
Yeah. And also in the trio, so it was her and Annalie and Judy in the trio.
Girl, you ain't even talked about the trio.
We haven't talked about the trio because
she was the shit in the trio.
She did stand out in the trio.
She was the shit in the trio.
It's kind of hard for me to tell you who stood out, because then they brought out those big props
and y'all
that
had
the judges' faces. And, I mean, I lost it. It was also such a funny choice. It was a song from the Great American Trailer Park musical, which...
It was so stupid.
And I know that was Annalie's choice. I know.
It was so good and, like, stupid for all of them. And also Judy V in the kitten merch.
Oh, my gosh.
Just nasty work.
It was such a fun number, too.
It was a fun number. And y'all's poster boards...
And it was high energy. It was closer towards the end, so it got us right back up to where we needed. Mm-hmm. It worked out really well. So.
Yeah. Ooh, it was so good. Thank you for taking me back to that number. Yes. And, oh, my God, Nixie, if I could have that wig, please let me get in that wig, honey. Yes.
Which, her solo one?
No,
Which
I don't.
What wig?
The trailer park one. It had the little...
I'm trying to remember.
It was just like a little blonde bob, and it was just kind of pixied at the end, like a little
Oh,
Reba
yes,
cut. It was
yes.
nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It was cute to me. But also, about a wig, I was happy to see the black bob get its redemption from the Darth Vader number when she lost it. And she put that wig on from that number. And the whole time I was just a little antsy about it just because I was like, girl, I remember that wig really went a tumbling, and you hinted in that time. You really just flopped it on there, and she was working that bob, and she was working that chair. And Nixie is a 5-star bitch to me.
That's 5.
She's 5-star.
Yeah. Oh, are you mad that she didn't win last week?
So we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We will talk about it, but I am absolutely upset about it. But anyway, 5 stars for you, my girl, this week, honey. And we're going to move into our last survivor of the night is Siren Scream.
Siren. I've been a fan of Siren since the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. And I...
Also watching him from last season. Did you? It's such a big difference.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's night and day. And I will say, and I remember this about I can't remember, it was like the 3rd week or something with Siren. Every one of these top 5 has had really, really good nights, and they've had really, really bad nights. Mm-hmm. Some of them might not think that they've had bad nights. But,
girl, don't talk about lammy boots like that.
I'm not talking about anybody specific. But Siren has largely always hit the mark. Mm-hmm. There's only like maybe 1 or 2 that I can think of where I was like, okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. It wasn't, and there's no way I would go, that was the worst.
Right. I just want to call out stuff because I just feel like I know what you're talking about. Like, I feel like we're there because baby, I've just been on the scene. I'm low key sad because we really coming to the end.
I love watching Siren because Siren is also so facial, and they know.
I feel like that grew more throughout the season for them too.
Yes, they know how to connect with the audience. Mm-hmm. Siren has probably been the most consistent in terms of turning out the performances every week.
Stop playing with Nixie.
Listen.
I'll let me see.
I want to say it's not a competition, but it is.
But it is. Because oh my God, I wish that we could. Because there's someone. Oh, has Griffin ever showed you the RuPaul's Drag Race Wikipedia scoreboard of it all?
No.
Oh, girl, you got to see it at some point.
Oh, I would love to.
Yeah,
I would be fascinated.
And it's written out, and you will really be gagged when you see that Nixie's been literally top 2, almost. Crazy.
I mean, so let's talk about Siren's performances, though. So the "Our Love Is God" number from Heather's was stunning. Mm-hmm. It was the solo that was the first. I don't talk about my scores. But that was my first perfect score
of the season.
I believe it was my first. I guess we can go back to the board and see later. But Siren went above and beyond on the solo because it was from SpongeBob the Musical, which is already a bonkers choice. And then you bring out 2 backup dancers in pink robes who are coordinated with you. Then all of a sudden you add a layer on that where you're going into the audience, add in another layer, we bring out tambourines, add in another layer, here comes out 6 more dancers in pink robes. At the end, one of them wearing my wig at one point, J'adore.
Is this the wig?
This is the wig. Wait, what wig? This is natural.
No, that's your real one.
Yeah, that's my real hair.
You just snatched it up.
Mm-hmm. But no, it was they took what was actually an ensemble number and made it their solo. Mm-hmm. So just by that alone, you went so far above and beyond. And the costume was absolutely adorable.
You loved it. The little fro.
The pink fro, the green shorts, all of it. It was just...
It was camp.
It was camp.
It was a good little camp from Siren.
Execution.
Also, just for him to always be in his alternative bag, he brought some camp, and it was so fun.
Now, when it came to sort of the scenes and stuff, not as memorable as some of the others. I will say, Lammy and Nixie were kind of my 2 favorites on the script because they ad-libbed in parts.
Yeah.
Not that anybody in the audience would know that, but as somebody who wrote it knows, I was like, okay, that was a funny bit.
Yeah.
That was funny. Write that down,
Something to add to her character line. Yeah. Because I'm always, baby, I probably read like how many words. I feel like you told me one time, you was like, you got to make sure that you end the last words with your scripts on a musical Monday.
Yeah.
Because I'll be up there just making them laugh.
You need to be able to finish the phrase that leads into the song. Otherwise, the DJ doesn't know to hit play on the next song.
Mm-hmm. So it's fun to have fun in the middle of it. Right. It's fun to have fun in the middle of it and end it right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how would you start, Ray?
Well, that's 5.
That's 5. And I agree. It's 5 for me, too. Great job overall night. Like you said, with the Patrick Star number, bringing out everybody. It was so fun. Literally, like, the shouting. It was so, like, it was so good.
It was great.
It was fun. It made me laugh. It made me feel, like, warm-hearted.
I appreciate it. I don't think I told the contestants until right before the show that the judges were only scoring on the solos. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I saved that for then because I saw the work that they put into the group stuff.
You don't know.
And that's the thing, like, in this community of drag, we all got to work together at some point. So how are we going to come together to do this? We're all fighting. They're all fighting for the same thing. Mm-hmm. But let me see that you can all work together. And that's the most exciting part.
And they seem like they work together very well.
I think they work together fantastic.
Yes, they little friends, honey. They look like they have built
that
like really
finale
good...
number was a little messy, but then when they started just making fun of your usual
oh my gosh,
as
they windmilled all the way out.
I was like, they're so tired. I love them.
Yes, they're all they are doing it for them, baby. Baby Judy B slacking in the back of the line was like, I have a vague memory of Judy. She was, let me get up in this spot.
They knew they were at the end.
They knew they were at the end. And like literally everybody actually like, yeah. 5 stars for Siren, first of all. Mm-hmm. And then, like, just overall, this has been, like, the best night of, like, drag I feel like I've seen.
Yeah.
It was
it really was.
Overall, it was just nasty work.
So many people were talking about it afterwards. Still are. We're talking about it today.
And we're talking about it right now, baby. And let's talk about the tops and the bottoms, okay?
Okay, yes.
So, the tops this week were, I believe, Lammy.
Siren,
Nixie.
Those were the top 2.
Oh my God, there's 5 of them.
There's 5.
Oh my God.
I know, this is devastating.
It's crazy. So, the top 2 were Siren and Nixie.
Correct.
And the win went to, drumroll please.
Siren.
Yes. And I usually ask, do you agree? But you're the one with the scoreboards, and that was your perfect score.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's just talk about the bottoms.
But like I said, I also gave away best overall.
And who was your best overall?
And that was Nixie. And that's what all of the judges convened to decide who they thought
was the best overall.
Was the best to get the Musical Monday spot. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, Nixie.
Are you ready to talk about that spot yet? Do we have a cast for that? A show for that?
Yeah.
Or is it still developing?
It's the 100th Musical Monday show. So
it's a judge.
Yeah, Tajma Stetson's going to be hosting. Yeah. I'm not even in it.
I love Tajma Stetson. Oh my God.
She's a hoot.
She's a hoot and a holler, honey. But anyway, I'm so happy that Nixie got that because, like, I do think she was the best overall of the night too. So Cynthia's just so. So she announces that Nixie has won best overall of the night.
Yes.
I'm good and drunk. I'm happy. I'm like, Nixie won. Like, I'm just like, yes, like, wee. Me and my kids, we jumping up and down. And then, like, we kind of take a second and we look back up at the stage. And Siren and Nixie were standing next to each other. And then she was like, Siren screaming. Then he stood up closer. And everybody started screaming. We was like...
It was a good gag because...
We were just like, what?
Because since Nixie won the best overall, it would stand to reason that Nixie won. Uh-huh. But that wasn't based on points.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Siren's win was based on the points.
And that just... I can see that. I don't disagree with their win. I was just gagged because I was...
Yeah. I mean, they were both so solid. I don't know what the final scores were between the two of them, but I would say they were probably very close.
Oh my gosh.
I would hope.
I will hope so too. It was just such a good night of drag.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the bottom 3. We had Judy.
I don't want to talk about the bottom 3.
We got to talk about it. We had Judy V, Annalie Duche, and Lammy Boots.
Yeah.
Okay? And then we have a thing, Miss Called Save a Ho.
Yes.
And the audience chooses to save someone from the bottom 3.
Yes.
And they chose to save who?
They saved Lammy.
which I feel like everybody gagged, but then at the same time didn't. Which was like, it was funny because
I need to say, like, I was so excited.
Yeah, I was excited too.
I think I went like Kermit arms in the air screaming. Like,
oh, I love when Kermit does that.
Because, I mean, I'm going off of, and this is not going off of the whole season, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going off this one night.
Right.
And the people that are there are going off of that one night.
I will hope so. I feel like that's where it's at now, too.
It is.
Everybody's rooting for everybody.
The Save-A-Hos were so important for this show, for the musical night. Previously, I'm very perturbed by how the Save-A-Hos had been operating. Like, I could just buy my way into the competition, which is fine. I get it. Money's money. But I think I said to some of the contestants, I was like, listen, you're in the top 5. Nobody's safe. If you end up in the bottom 3, you need to make sure your people are turning out to save your ass. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of gagged because I know that Anna Lee has a huge base that comes every week.
She does.
So the fact that Lammy won the Save-A-Ho, I feel like, and I don't know how many people that were there already knew Lammy or knew Anna Lee, but I feel like they were actually saving the hoe based off of what they saw on the show that night.
I do too, and I agreed with it. It was a cute gag. Yeah. Tonight was full of some cute gags, honey, and I loved it. Yeah. So she was saved, and then we had a lip sync for their life, honey. No more lip sync assassins, lip sync for your life. So Miss Judy V and Miss Annalie Duché went head to head.
Head to head on I Dreamed a Dream.
Baby. What's that from?
It's from Les Miserables.
Oh my God, and who sings it?
Well, several people do, but the version that they did was Leah Salonga, who's a big Broadway artist. Anne Hathaway did it in the movie. Mm-hmm. I will say there wasn't a clear winner from that.
Yes.
And to give Lammy more credit again, Lammy chose a very emotional Broadway ballad. I didn't know that she was going to go that way. Nobody else was picking that. Mm-hmm. So I knew that if somebody was going to go home, I wanted them to be fucking crying their eyes out while they tried to sing I Dreamed a Dream.
Right.
Holding on to the chance that they might win this competition.
Honey.
And I felt like Judy was the most connected with the song. I felt like Anna Lee was a little bit of acting her way through the song.
Yeah, it gave like, I'm performing this song.
Yeah, it was a little.
You'd rather a takeover. Yeah.
If they had both just held court and stood still on either side of the stage, singing with their faces and not moving, I would have been so gagged. Like, we would have had a winner based off of that.
Could just do it right there.
But it's the moving about. It's the distractions, right?
And then when one starts moving, the other has to. Like, oh, girl, you can't be doing that.
Yeah. Then it's too much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think, then it came down to the wire, and the audience was chanting "Save them both."
Yes.
And Cynthia came over to our table, and I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but I did lean into Cynthia, and I said, we had made our choices. And I said, Cynthia, what happens if nobody goes home? And I said, how does this affect the finale? And she said, it doesn't really. And then I was like, then save them both.
Okay.
But then I was like trying to get the audience around me to also be save them both.
So I was sitting near you and you was doing it.
Just because I was gonna cry. And I didn't want anybody to go home. And I know somebody's gonna be going home. So I didn't want to watch. I went backstage. I went backstage to start changing, and I hear Anna Lee on the microphone.
So literally, it gets announced that Judy V is the one that was saved from the lip sync.
Which, listen, I feel like that was correct. But to actually put Anna Lee on the spot like that and then save them both, I was like, oh, literally. I came running out. I was like, wait, they're both good? Oh my God.
Right. Something I said matters today.
I was so like, oh, why would you do that? Oh, for the drama.
It was cute. Literally. It was so cute how, Anna Lee, she had a little face gag. She like was gagged when she didn't get called, and literally to play it up by her having to give a little speech, and then Cynthia saying, "Well, bitch, you do get to compete," and she's wee
wild.
It was
just wild.
It was
a great night.
Rap to a great night.
Yeah, I don't. If there's anybody unhappy that nobody went home, go fuck yourself.
Meow, honey. Because they all did amazing.
They all worked their balls
worked
off for that.
hard. Yeah, baby. That's a lot of numbers. And bitches had to travel to come practice. They put a lot of work into that, Josh. And they ate down. Overall, 5 stars for the whole night. But I'm going to let the ratings be their ratings. For
5 stars for the whole night. It was my favorite night of the whole season.
Oh, absolutely. It's an unforgettable drag night for me, baby. It was so good.
Yeah.
So, where can the people find you? Let's talk about that.
Oh, they can find me on my socials on Instagram, Facebook, at Miss Daisy Bouquet, Bucket. You can also just go to my website, MissDaisyBouquet.com, find out where I'm going to be playing next. I do Nightingales at Nighthawk every first Wednesday of the month downtown. I play Enzo in the River Market every 4th Sunday for 2 more months because we're on the patio. And then I'll be playing in Puerto Vallarta on Halloween and over January with my group. So I'm all over the place. And Musical Mondays every Monday at Missy D's.
Honey, what a life, honey.
Yeah,
Funny how
what a life.
A real life, honey. So we only have 2 more weeks of this competition left, sadly, honey. Yeah. This Thursday we have the lip sync Lollapalooza, where some of the contestants are coming back for a chance at a little money, honey, as they reunite, talk about the season a little bit, and
I think it's fun. I think it's a very fun sort of reunion concept. I'm looking forward to it.
I am too, because I love when someone wins at the end of the night. And then in 2 weeks, we have our grand finale where the top 5 will be battling out for the winner of Drag Survivor Season 10. Do you have any last advice for the survivors? What do you
look? At this point, they've all kind of solidified their status in the drag community. I think that they've all brought something new and unique to the table. So even to the ones that don't win the final prize, we're still going to see them a lot. Mm-hmm. These are performers.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So it's not really advice. It's just I can't wait to see more of them.
Oh. Yes, honey. Thank y'all for joining me for Urgent Update. We only have a couple more urgent updates left, honey. And you can come to Drag Survivor every Thursday. Well, I guess for the next 2 Thursdays. And that's it. Bye! I don't mind spending some time just hanging.
Just to add it to the playoff.
Yes. Thank you, sir.